Hello, Scenic View staff. I'm pleased to visit with you for a few minutes about some exciting things that have been developing here at Scenic View, primarily talking about our mission statement and our core values. Since we have so many new staff that have come and joined us, I want to give a little history as well as to serve as a reminder for the rest of us. So, about this time 3 years ago, our advisory council here at Scenic View Academy, they recommended that Scenic View start the process of relooking at our mission statement and our core values. And this was a process that under the direction of Doug Gale, who was our director at the time, and our advisory council, that we spent about a period of about 6 months developing our mission statement and our core values. At that same time, we also added a new element to this area, and that was our empowerment statements. And as many of us know, the empowerment statements are for the students and has received a lot of attention and energy from us as an organization when those came about 2 years ago. We also had at the time a great, fantastic marketing committee that helped us to make known the mission statement and the core values and the empowerment statements, and so that's when the empowerment statement cards came out, and when we were put a lot of emphasis in making that a big part of our programming. As many of us know, since that mission statement and the core values came out about 2 years ago now, we've changed a lot structurally. We've changed what we emphasize and who we are as an organization. And so we have spent some time in the past months revisiting this. In fact, this was a process that actually began this time last summer, as we had members of our staff who were involved in conducting a survey with our administration and supervisors, also involving some staff to assess what it is that's important to us as an organization, what is it that we emphasize, what makes a successful staff member, what are things that make an unsuccessful staff member. And this was a fantastic survey with valuable information. This is a process that also led to the beginnings of our newly created performance evaluation that we have. And as I personally have made a study of this, as I've tried to learn, there's a lot that I haven't known as I wanted to know better what organizations do that are successful in performance evaluations and mission statements. I personally have made a study of that through a variety of sources. We also have staff who have skills and interest and passion in this area as well, and I appreciate their energy and have tapped into them as well. Just to show you a couple of resources. This is a book that I know some of you are familiar with. This is a book that I actually first found out about through a BYU administrator, one of the vice president at BYU, let me know that BYU administration has been studying this book, The Advantage. We also have several of our staff who have been studying this book over the last year and a half or so, and there's a lot of great information in there that help guide an organization to determine what's important for the organization, what we do. On our website, on the end drive, we have had for the last 2 years our current mission statement. Hopefully at least some of us are familiar with this, and you can all go there now and you see the different sections that we have: mission statement, vision, core values, empowerment statements, and balance of life. Those make up what we came up with a couple of years ago as an organization. And in the process of wanting to streamline, also make as effective as we can, here in the last months and last year, as some core staff have come together, we've put a lot of energy into seeing what it is that we do currently. I also want to share that we've also consulted with people outside of Scenic View, and just to let you know some of the energy that has taken place. I know we became friends with, here's the business card of Mark McGinnis. He's a therapeutic consultant for the therapeutic organization NatSap. And I first became friends with him exactly a year ago as he presented here on campus as part of the NatSap Regional Conference that we helped to host along with Heritage, and became friends with him and connected with him. He's provided some free advice to us. He also recently presented at the National NatSap Conference in January in Arizona, which I and a couple other staff attended, and was able to reconnect with him and share with him what we're doing as an organization. As well as he recently presented, it was the keynote presenter at the NatSap Regional Conference, which we had a number of staff attend that and connect with what it was that he presented on. And so I just want to share with you some of that background to let you know that there's been some great energy here in the last year and a half of us trying to gather as many resources and help as we possibly can. This is an individual, Vance Checkett is his name. He is a leader in business here in the area. He actually is a friend of mine. I grew up with him. He and a few others, I've tapped into them. They've been impressed, by the way, with what our staff have done previously, but also with our efforts currently, also as they've helped guide us with our performance evaluation. And lastly, we've also consulted with other programs and directors with the various organizations that we're a part of. All of that to let you know that with both staff who have served as committee members, as well as a number of you who have worked as consultants, we are prepared and delighted to share with you at this time a modified mission statement for Scenic View Academy. And I'm holding the hard copy of it right here, and just want to share this with you, and this will be made available to you electronically as well. And we have our same Scenic View logo, as well as our tagline, Empowering Lives of Independence. Our mission statement that we are proposing and excited to announce, our modified mission statement reads as the following: we empower young adults on the autism spectrum and those with other learning differences with skills for an independent, productive, and fulfilling life. As you compare that with our previous mission statement, you'll notice that the bulk of that is still there. We have modified a few words, including young adult. We've also outlined that we serve people that are on the spectrum as well as those with other learning differences. This is something, as we have consulted with UVU Autism, with those who are on the spectrum, and wanting to make sure that our mission statement fits very well with the autism world, that we have their approval and their endorsement with this and their encouragement that we phrase this in this manner. Lastly, I'm very pleased to announce to you the modification of Scenic View's core values, and the core values are the following: effective, efficient, and empower. And we've inserted along with those these core values questions for us to ask. Is it effective? Is it efficient? And does it empower? In the last year and a half, as we have, as an organization, have gone through restructuring, hopefully those of us who have been around during that time and that process know that these are words and questions that we have tried to focus on as an organization with everything that we do. Is it effective? Is it efficient? And are we empowering the students as we go about these decisions? And so it's been recommended by those who have been involved, those that we have consulted with, that while these are things that we have been emphasizing, that we formalize this and make this a formal part of our core values here at Scenic View Academy. You'll see as part of the graphics underneath that we have a lot of key statements, phrases, and words that have meant a lot to Scenic View in the past years and in the recent past. And so those are included as they help support and emphasize the core values that we have. Lastly, the last section, and that is what we need to do as an organization. with our mission statement and with the core values outlined, that we are now at a place where we need to identify specific goals for us as an organization, using the top elements as that foundation to help us. And so this is something that I believe, and it's been suggested that we can do effectively as a group, and establishing short-term, mid-range, and long-range goals in various areas that are important to us. We will have an opportunity coming up shortly where staff will be able to be involved in exercises to help us to identify these goals. And so we look forward to your involvement. Thank you for letting me share this, and I look forward to continued work and success as we work with our students to help us be as effective, as efficient, and empower our students in the best way possible. Thank you, everyone.